Hello, beautiful souls, and I'm back again in here. And this is Sanana, and I'm doing a love read today for the sign of Cancer. So, my two videos that I had uploaded as of yesterday was of the Taurus and the Gemini, and today I'm doing the love read for Cancer for the month of July until August. The zodiac goes on. So over here, this love read will be will not be time stamped. As always, I don't want a timestamp because whenever the spirits call for you to take a look at this video, you may want to do that. So there is not a definite period in any of my readings that I've been doing so far, but just because that when I pull the cards up, I need a specific time period also for my spirits to guide me, and that is the reason why I've taken the time from the 15th of November until the end of November, that is the 30th of November 2018. And again, if this doesn't resonate with you, check your sun, moon, rising as well, which I'll keep updating as and when we go from here. But this is focused on Cancer for this time period here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if everybody is aware, even if the Cancerians are hearing me out. Okay, the Cancer is ruled by the moon. Okay, they are the water signs of the zodiac, and between Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, Cancer is supposed to be the deep water sign because Cancer is that of a crab. They are the crabs. So the crabs specifically, they like to stay on land, but they also like to go down into the deep waters whenever that need arises for them. And because they have a hard shell outside their body structure, it is said that if they get hurt for any reason, it doesn't take them even 2 seconds to withdraw into their shell, and they will withdraw, they'll keep quiet, they'll go down into the water, refusing to float on the surface. Basically, they want to stay there and hibernate for whatever period of time they want to do that. And eventually, they will come to the surface, they will come to the point where it is the right time for them. And at that point in time, if they get an opportunity, they get a chance. It's all with all Cancers, male or female, irrespective. And they will not hesitate to share or to show their claws. Okay, they are not vengeful. The Cancerians are not vengeful, but if they get hurt, they don't forget that. And that's the problem with Cancers. Okay, so they will retain that deep inside of them until the time comes when they will come to the surface and bare their claws. And their claws are dangerous because if they kind of attack you, if they attack the opposite party, until you literally kind of manage to get the Cancer out, that's different. But until then, they'll cling onto you, onto your flesh, till such time you start to bleed. They are dangerous from that point of view. But that's their bad side. The good side is they're sensitive people. They're extremely sensitive. They don't want to hurt others. They don't want to get hurt. Another thing about the Cancers that I have noticed, they're very loyal. And again, if love to the Cancerians, because they're ruled by the moon as well as the water sign, the deep water sign, for them, the love part of their story is very, very important, you know. They will do anything to fiercely protect the ones they love. That could be their family members, the person they love, friends, relatives, acquaintances, colleagues, anybody. But if they take on to loving that person, you know, they will go out of their way, they will run for miles till that love, they are able to prove that love to the person. Okay, that is what the Cancer is all about. Now, the spread that I have at this point in time is very interesting because even I didn't know what I'm going to be shown by my spirits, you know. So while I was shuffling the cards and the cards came flying out, I got more than enough cards that I need to tell you people, you know, and that you will be able to understand in here. So again, 11 cards in here for the love read. I need my glasses, sorry. 11 cards here for the love read. Okay, so the person they are involved with, now this is in general, Cancer, please don't take this as your personal thing. So however it resonates with you, that is how I'm looking at it. Okay, so the person they are involved with, male, female, whoever it is, that person is coming into the mood of a chariot or into the mode of a chariot. Okay, now chariot is also the sign of a Cancer. It depicts the Cancer sign. Okay, so the person is ready and willing to take the next step forward. Okay, so whoever it is that they are involved with, that's the mode of the person, the chariot, which is a good one because the person wants to move forward, wants to go forward, wants to have this beautiful union, wants to share his or her love with the Cancer in here. So that person has been coming or is coming into the mode of a chariot. Okay, wanting to go ahead. And the chariot, the person who is riding the chariot, the charioteer, you know, that person has the cup in his hand. So that's an offering of love. Okay, the cup, as I said, is an offering of love. So that person, for whatever rhyme or reason, is getting into that mode and into that energy of coming forward to offer his or her cup of love to the Cancerians in here. Okay, so that's the person the Cancer is involved with, and it's a very good energy to start the read with, and I'm really enthralled to see the spread out here. Okay, now this is quite interesting. So this person is in the chariot, in the mode of a chariot. Cancer himself or herself has taken over the devil's energy. Okay, it's interesting. I didn't expect this. Okay, they have taken over the energy of the devil. Now the tarot that I'm referring to, the devil in any form talks about bondage, talks about slavery, talks about domination, talks about control, you know. So here the advice of this card is basically telling the Cancerians that they have taken into the devil energy for sure, but they have done that with a purpose in mind, you know, or that they have been directed to adopt that energy or absorb that energy into their system at this point in time. That is basically releasing control over their love situation. Okay, that tells me that they had been fighting over this situation. The Cancerians themselves have been fighting over this situation for a very long time. So now the divine is guiding them, telling them to release that control of holding bondage of the person with whom they are in love with. Okay, so there is basically, that's the devil energy. And I have asked for a clarifier because this card with the chariot card of the person they are involved with kind of was a little bit dicey kind of an energy here. So One is the chariot. The person they love is a chariot, ready to move, ready to go forward with the cup in his hand. Here I come. That's my love. Take it, that kind of a situation. While the cancers themselves are in the devil energy, trying to release that kind of feeling, the bondage that they had been holding on to their love situation, and it's because my clarifier says they want justice. Okay, that's funny. They want justice. Because they want justice, they don't want to do that themselves. Okay, they want to do that in the most subtle, better, best, whatever adjectives I might get hold of in here, I would like to put it. They don't want to get anything by force. That's the word that I was looking for. They are waiting for the divine to give them justice when this chariot with the cup in his hand, comes to them in the right possible way, in the best possible way, without them having to really fight for it anymore, without the cancers having to fight for it. And that's why the cancers have resolved to the idea, have taken into the idea of releasing that kind of fear situation, of holding somebody bondage, of trying to grab that, of trying to force that person to come into their lives, because right now they have taken over and waiting for the justice to deliver the cup to them. Beautiful. I mean, I was just enthralled, guys. I was just enthralled. Now, the card that is crossing these two energies, that of the chariot and the devil, with the clarifier as justice. Justice, again, talks about clarity, truth, honesty. Okay, what you sow, what you reap. What is above, so is below. What goes around comes around. So clarity and truth, honesty, everything. So justice is all about that. And now the cancers are depending on the universe to give them the justice, while the crossing card over here is the Four of Wands, which talks about stability for both of them. Happiness, stability, good family environment, good situations in their life, So both of them want that. Both of them, the funny part over here is both of them want the Four of Wands energy. They want that happiness, they want that stability, they want the fulfillment, they want the love. They want that, the best part of both of themselves. I mean, the best part of them both, That's how I would like to say it. So the card that is crossing them both over here is the Four of Wands. Beautiful. Now, because of all this in here, the foundation card over here is telling me that both of them, I mean the Cancer and the person they are involved with, okay, both of them are looking for money. I mean, not looking for money, but they're working hard for money, because they feel that if their pockets are full, they will be able to bring back that Four of Wands energy, which is stability, fulfillment, joy, happiness, as I said, which is true. But at the same time, this card is warning the Cancer and their love to take care of that situation, to not only focus over the finance, over the financial part of their story, but they would also want, the spirits also want them both to take care of the other energies of the fire, water, air, where creative ideas, innovative ideas, mystical ideas, all those things that people actually perform while they are looking for any kind of stability, So finance is not only the part, it is an important part for sure, but it's not the only part. So getting this card in the foundation over here is telling both the Cancer and their love partner that definitely you will have to focus on the money matter, because that's important, but at the same time, don't forget the other energies that you also need to absorb in order to create the Four of Wands energy, that stability, happiness, financial fulfillment, material prosperity, abundance, triumphant success, everything, the spiritual union, everything. So that's beautiful. The foundation card over here is telling you to just take care of that particular issue, to gather all your energies like a magician, and then put it in the cauldron, mix it, and make the delicate flavored dish that you would both enjoy. Now, in the past, what I see here, and also because of this card, I had to pull up two clarifiers to see why I got this card. In the past, the Cancers had the Ace of Wand energy. That's card number 1, Ace for a new beginning. So in the past, they were craving to have a new beginning with the person they love. It was very simple. They wanted that new beginning. They wanted to have the triumphant victory. They wanted to celebrate their togetherness. They wanted to have that togetherness. So they had been trying, the Cancers had been trying very hard in the past to bring that to themselves. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. And this is the past energy. It didn't happen because of the moon card that I have here, that's telling me that the time was not the right time at that point in time when the Cancers were, charging forward like the Knight of Sword energy, charging forward to bring that happiness into their life, okay? But they had to listen to their intuition, because there was also a learning lesson in this entire journey. So that lesson was still not there for them to have got that Ace of Wand energy or the new beginning in the past. So things were halted. Okay? Things were halted. That energy was kind of a setback energy for the Cancers, where they were left with, empty cups in their hand. And they were going back and forth. They were feeling sorry for themselves. They were feeling lost for themselves. They were feeling unhappy for themselves, because they didn't realize at that point in time that the reason they didn't get that Ace of Wand or the new beginning was because there was more intuitive lessons that had to be learned from the universe, and that had not been completed. Okay? That journey had not been completed. So before that time comes, when they are actually ready for that new beginning, until that portion, the divine says, yes, this is the time, this is the moment, this is the opportunity, this is the chance that you will get this, until that particular thing happens, until all the karma is cleared, until all the lessons are learned, those cups have remained empty for the Cancers in the past. Okay, so this is what it is at this point in time. Now, in the present self for the Cancerians, which is now and going forward till the end of this month, again, I have got Justice here. Cancers, man, guys, you guys are on a different trip altogether, honestly. You don't want to do anything, because I believe that somewhere there is a point of saturation that has come into the lives of the Cancerians, where they have now realized that it's beyond their control, or not in their hands anymore, to control their destiny or to control the destiny of the person they love. Okay, so what they have done, that's why they have come into the Devil energy with Justice. In their present self, they are in their Justice self as well. They want justice, and justice, they only want clarity, truth, honesty, and clear-cut understanding and clear-cut situational movement, that will be in the right direction for them, because at the bottom of their heart, I said to you before I started reading this, that they are very sensitive people. So they don't want to hurt anybody, they don't want to get hurt. So they believe in that, that is their foundation as well. So they believe in that, and that is the reason they have stopped fighting for it anymore. Okay, they are depending on justice. And why? Because now they want the person they love to release himself or herself from all the situations that was holding him or her back, to come forward in this love journey with the Cancerians. Okay, so they don't want to see the other person unhappy. They don't want to see him cry or her cry. They don't want to hear any lamenting stories going further from here. So they want the person to be ready only for them when the person actually comes to them. That's why they're asking for justice even in their present self. Okay? They know their ship is coming. They know the other person's ship is also coming. Okay? But what the other person needs to do in order to reach the Cancerians, that is where the Cancerians want justice completely, because they want that love to be very honest and true only for themselves. Okay? It's not that they don't want to share the love with anybody else, it's not that, but they want that complete honest love and understanding between them and the partners when they are in the process of coming towards them. That's why in their present self, they're asking for justice. Again. Sorry. I mean, Cancerians, you guys rock. Honestly, you'll rock. I love you guys. I mean, the story so far is so intriguing, that all I can say that hats off to you guys. Really hats off to you guys. You'll know the actual thing, the spiritual part. Love is just not in the physical world. Love is a part of your spiritual being. It comes from the 5D. It's a contract, that's when love happens. It's not love that comes in the 3D, goes, within 2 days, and then again you turn back and you say, oh my God, what happened to my love? Cancerians are not that. That's the deep water sign. As a Cancer, they know what they actually want and how they want it. That's beautiful. I mean, hats off to you guys, honestly. Now, in the future, as this energy rolls, with all the karma, with everything being slowly and surely taken care of, gradually what's happening in the future is the 10 of Cups. Okay? Again, cup energy. Oh my God, this cup energy is driving me nuts. Insane. Okay? Again, a cup. So 10 of Cups. I mean, 10 of Cups is completion, guys. It's done. It's in the future. It's coming. Just not now. I mean, don't quote me on this, thinking, oh my God, I said this, so it means that tomorrow I'm going to get my 10 of Cups. No, that's not how life works. Okay? You have to wait for it, because justice is playing its role in here. And you know why you wanted justice. So that is the reason in the future for this justice to actually happen, to actually transform into the 3D and give you the justice for the 10 of Cups to happen. You just have to wait. Hold your horses, guys. Okay? But it's coming. That's a future energy. I'm so happy, thrilled. Honestly. That's all I can say. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. The 10 of Cups in the future. Now, again, going forward a little bit, the Cancer themselves, okay, what is it in the future after this 10 of Cups, basically? Again, holy moly, Lord, 2 of Cups, okay? So going forward, in the next phase of this love relationship, they want the 2 of Cups. They want to offer the love. They want to receive that love. That's what I said. They're waiting for justice. So, and the reason why the Two of Cups will come to them, or they want it, after the Ten of Cups, also because the other person in their life will have to bury his sorrow. Okay, so whoever they are involved with in here has been going through a very hard time. Okay, maybe his or her family situation, maybe his or her career, maybe his or her financial situation, emotional situation, whatever the situation that could have been for the partner of the Cancerians, they definitely has been, or still a little bit, going now through a very hard phase. Okay, but the Two of Cups for the Cancers that they want for themselves, in their own energy, will come to them when the other person actually manages to bury his past, manages to bury his problems, his emotional problems, his insecurities, his losses, his sorrows, his, any kind of negativity that he has or she has been going through in the past. And that's why in the past the Cancers were not successful in creating the Ace of Wands. Because time was not right, because they both had not merged together in the right place at the right time. So the divine was still holding on to the Cancers, because the divine knew that this was not the time for the Cancers to move any forward, because the other person was not ready. Okay, so now this situation is kind of transforming in front of me, and that is where the Cancers, when they are going to accept the offer of love from the person, they also want that love to be offered to them by a very open-hearted person, a person who does not keep any emotional baggage in their heart anymore, has managed to bury the past, like I said, has managed to dig the grave 6 feet under, and put his emotional or hers emotional baggage and all the garbage and everything that they had been holding on, for which they could not offer that love. So now is the time. That's what the Cancers are calling for justice, because the Cancer doesn't want that person to have that energy when they finally come to them with the Two of Cups offer of love. Fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. Okay. Now, in the environment, the Cancer is being blessed. Okay? Is being blessed with the Ten of Pentacles in the environment. So in the environment, that love is coming to them. Okay? The Cancers know. They can feel it. They can sense it. They're sensitive people. They're very intuitive people, and that's the moon sign for them. So in their environment, they can feel that love coming to them, because they have understood how this journey has been working for them, or what was the way the journey has been shaping up for them. They had been disappointed in the past, for sure. That's what I can see, because they did not expect the journey to turn around with a twist like this, karma with a twist, they say. But now in the environment, they can gauge, they can understand, they can feel, they can sense that energy of love, the cups overflowing, and plus with the Ten of Pentacles, the blessings that they are receiving from the divine, from the universe, which is blessing them to merge the energies in such a way that both the lovers can come together with absolutely no problems. Okay, that's the environment that is shaping up the entire story for them. Absolutely wonderful. Really, really beautiful Cancers. Awesome, absolutely awesome. Okay. Now, in the hopes and hopes and fears energy, there is, because there is a certain fear, people feel fearful of certain things. For the Cancerians themselves, the hope and fear energy is that they don't want to lose out what the divine is giving them. It's because they want to preserve the sanctity of their emotions. They want to preserve that love in their heart, because when the Two of Cups and all the other cups come flowing to them, they should be able to open up and receive that as much as the person who is giving them is loving, has a loving heart, So it's a reciprocation of the two souls, okay? So therefore, the only hope and fear situation for the Cancerians is that they're just keeping their knowledge to themselves right now. They know everything, they can sense everything, they can feel everything, they understand everything, and that's the reason their intuition has opened up so much. Their intuitive mind is speaking out to them so clearly that they have been able to hear their own voices throughout this course of this journey that is shaping up for them. So therefore, the only hope and fear for these people are that they hope they do not lose out on the intellect, on the knowledge, on the wisdom, on the ability to hold their patience, on the ability to understand the person they love, on the ability to understand how the journey has shaped up and why, the reasons. So everything that the Cancerians they have accumulated throughout the course of this time. Their only fear is that nothing should happen to them which would make them lose this kind of sanctity. They want to preserve it because they know that they have been blessed to have this understanding, okay, for a reason. So therefore, they really are taking care and guarding the wisdom. That's the word. Basically, they're guarding the wisdom, to preserve the wisdom, so that the wisdom offers them the divinity of their soul when these cups come flowing to them. Beautiful. Okay. And in the outcome, I asked for one card, but I've got like 4 cards in here. Okay. So in the outcome, the first card I've got talks about magic. Okay. So magic of the universe. Okay. I'm not taking the magic of a person here. I'm not taking the magic of the Cancerians here. Like I said, the environment is building and shaping up the entire fortune, entire destiny of both these people, the Cancerians and the person they love, okay? And that's happening because somebody is creating a magic out here, okay? And the magic is being created because, again, somebody over here, and this is my feeling, it's not the Cancerians, but it's the person they love. That person has adopted the clarity of his or her mind, okay? They are now able to see clearly through all the confusions, through all the barriers, so clearly that they are able to focus in the right direction, and that could be by talking clearly, by understanding clearly, the clouded visions being completely erased from their from the periphery of wherever they are. So they are able to completely understand, clearly believe in their destiny, in their karma, to see the cups right now, going forward. Okay? So that would be the outcome. And this will happen because somebody, as I said, is doing the magic. For both of them, but mainly so for the person the Cancerians love. And also, the divine is giving them the wisdom to choose, okay? Because for some time, that's why again, I go back to the past energy where the Cancerians failed to successfully conclude this journey of love, okay? It's because the person they are involved with had so much of negativity in them at that point in time that they were not able to choose wisely. you know they had too many options in front of them. Okay, it was like they had only doors and which had locks on them, and the key was in there, the keys were in their hand, and they were like putting the key through each lock and opening the door and trying to understand if I should walk through that gate number 1 or door number 1, or should I go into door number 2, or should I go into door number 3, 4, and so on and so forth. Okay, so they had too many options that they had been dealing with, and that's another reason why the divine timing was not appropriate for the Cancers to successfully conclude their love relationship. So now, because of that kind of clarity that the magician is providing to the person, that person is now able to understand and choose that cup that's going to manifest the happiness for that person. Okay, so leaving all the other cups aside, leaving all the other closed doors aside, he or she will take that single key in their hand that will be the right key for them to open the right lock and open the door and walk into the life as a chariot for the Cancerians with the cups of love. Okay, and also the outcome card is also giving me another story in here where the clarity has been so beautiful, has been so magical, has been so enigmatic, that the person is now able to see beyond the closed boundaries of their walls. They are able to actually, like I said, the clarity of their vision, the mind, the eyes, the chakras, all the chakras in your body, it's opening up so much that they are now able to see beyond and above where the sun is actually rising and the grass is more greener or greener on the other side of the fence. Okay, and this is all happening. It's only happening because somebody, the divine, the universe, I like to say the divine and the universe, is creating the magic in the lives of all the Cancerians. Hats off to you guys. You all have beautiful. I just love doing this reading for you. Anything positive makes me so excited, makes me so happy, that I just love to go on and talk about it. Now, the bottom of the card, the bottom of the decks, okay, I've taken 3 cards. I don't know why, but I've just picked up 3 cards in here. So the first card is warning the Cancerians to keep their defenses up, okay? To keep their defenses up, even when the cups are coming to them, they should first evaluate the situation of the other person they love. Not abandoning them. I'm not talking about abandonment here. I'm just talking about evaluation by keeping their guard up, keeping their defenses up until they are totally convinced that they are proceeding in the right direction. Okay, that's when they can let their guard down. That's when they can think about anything else. But till then, they should keep their guards up. And also, as a tribute for the cups of love, it is time for the Cancerians to now say a prayer in gratitude to the divine by offering another cup to the divine. That's offering of their love to the divine by saying a thank you, of their gratitude, of their self-fulfillment, of their of the wisdom that has come to them at the right time, in the right place, That is the offering. Now in turn, they will have to give back to the divine to say a thank you for the beautiful conclusion of their love journey. That's happening going forward, okay? At the same time, again, like I said, I've taken 3 cards. Now, the Cancerians, of course, I'm talking to thousands and thousands of people who are Cancerians, but not everybody is involved with an earth sign. Okay, you could be involved with an air sign, you could be involved with a water sign, you could be involved with a fire sign, but so don't take this as a part of it. But the thing is, if you are involved with any of the signs, that person does have an earth energy somewhere in their chart, rising, wherever it is, in their natal chart. And because of the earth energy, they had been in the mode of an hierophant, okay, which is the strict religious belief, the strict discipline, the strictness. That's why, they didn't know which door they should be opening. They were having all the locks and the keys, and they were trying to be right. They were trying to do justice, so they were kind of confused as to which door they should open to walk into, so that they can do justice to everybody. So that was the reason why this entire journey was going in kind of a vicious circle, okay, because that other person was not moving from his or her state of being a hierophant. But now this twist is coming, this karma is changing, the life path is changing, because that person the Cancerians are involved with is changing from the hierophant into a different ways of thinking. The flexibility is coming to those persons to understand which is the right door. The magic is happening in the universe, which is giving them the clarity of the situations, the clarity of the thoughts, the clarity of the words, the clarity of their vision to which door they should be opening with the locks and the key, and also the ability for them to see beyond the horizon and into the rising sunshine. Okay, so it's absolutely wonderful. And until then, the Cancerians, what they are doing at this point in time, and they will be doing, because they know this journey is absolutely happening in their love time, in the divine timing. Their love journey, whatever they have done, will not go down the drain. It will manifest. It will take a very beautiful turn going forward. So, ladies and gentlemen, whoever is a Cancerian, be assured as to what I'm telling you is coming forward to both of you, irrespective of whatever gender, age, or status you are in right now, okay? But when you get the cups of love, don't forget to offer back a cup of love to the divine as well. Sorry, one card just flew out. Sorry guys, I had to pick it up. Wonderful. Okay, now as I said, okay, the other person, like I said, the hierophant, what the hierophant was, the person that the Cancerians loved, he was she was in the mode of an hierophant, and it was happening because the person has never been cheated. I mean, not that he's never or she has never been cheated before, but they did not believe that somebody close to them could have done something wrong. And that's why they were, one step in and one step out of this kind of a relationship with the Cancerians, because they were not able to leave the past behind. They were thinking that if they leave the past behind, they would be doing injustice to the people who has been in their life for whatever amount of time. Okay, so they were again being righteous in this portion. Their virtues, their conscience were giving them the voice, which was kind of subduing their intuitive voices, and therefore they were not able to see through the cloudy areas of deception that was actually happening in their lives, which was actually going on in their lives, So whatever, there was a veil, a thin veil between them and the deceptions, okay? So whenever the deceptions were happening, that person, he or she, were thinking, oh no, you know what? This is okay, this is very normal, this little lies, these little white lies here and there can always happen, so nothing to worry about, and shut the door and, forget about it. This was a vicious circle, that's what I was trying to say. So they were not able to come forward to the Cancerians is only because they were refusing to believe in the deception. Now that deception is coming to the surface, the veil is being lifted from their eyes, male or female. The Hierophant mode is disappearing. The entire transformation from caterpillar to butterfly is going on in their lives as well, which is giving them that ability to see through the masked veil of deception that has been going on in their lives for so long. Okay, plus it also tells both you and Cancerians and your partners, please keep an open mind in this relationship because your soulmate may differ from what your expectations are. Okay, so you know the person you love is probably your soulmate. Not probably, you could be in a twin flame journey, you could be in a soulmate journey, doesn't matter, but you do know the person is very close to you. But at the same time, the divine is asking you to keep an open mind when that person comes to you with the cup of loves, with a cup of love, or cups of love. Keep an open mind because somewhere you might not be completely satisfied with the kind of personality the person has adopted, or little traits here and there. So of course, two people are never cloned, so they will differ from you, Cancerians. What you probably feel sensitive about, they might not. What you feel a little bit emotional about, they might not. So keep an open mind to the area of accepting the other person in your life with a good heart and an open soul. Okay, plus you guys going forward, 10 of cups, honeymoon, everything. That's because now the divine is telling you, Cancerians, wake up. Wake up, it's a reality check. You guys deserve love. Okay, you all have not got it in the beginning, or you have not got it in the past, because not because you didn't deserve love. You of course deserved love even then when you didn't get it, but the time was not right. Okay, the time was not right. So now the time is coming to that point where you are lovable according to the divine, and that's why the divine wants to give you those cups, because you deserve love. Okay, because you deserve love. Beautiful, guys. This reading, I wanted to make it a short reading, but I don't know what's going on, really, honestly. It's going on and on. Okay, so the last card before I wind up in here, let me see what this card is about. Okay, beautiful. Oh my god, oh my god. Cancerians, you guys are being blessed. Y'all have a bright future, so stop worrying. Everything is going, I need my glasses here. Everything is going to be fine. There you go. Even the goddess tells you that, okay? And you guys are being protected by their guardian angels. So, Cancerians, wake up. Have another cup of coffee if you still didn't have one, because this makes me want to have a beautiful cup of coffee. In fact, it's snowing outside today. We are having a storm. So I think after I finish this reading, I'm going to pour myself a great cup of coffee to have it, okay? So yeah, so you guys look absolutely great, and I'm expecting to do the next reading in the month of December to see the energy movement, which is all very positive, going towards the positive. You guys have got nothing to worry about. Cancers, you all rock. Hats off to you. With that, take care. Have a lovely evening, and till then, we meet again. Bye for now.